Oh, YouTube, this is your girl, Karmika Boom. I want to broadcast live from the Boom Boom Room and talk about Mai Tai. You know, Prince's former wife, Mai Tai, who talked real greasy about Prince, her and her mama. Am I the only one that remembers that? But now that he's dead, she want to turn around and write and publish a book and talk about all of how much she loves him and this and that, and we got to take her side of it, which is a one-sided story. We can't hear Prince's side. Now that he's dead, she want to enrich herself and fatten her bank accounts to supplement her income when her money, her alimony had probably ran out while he was alive. I don't appreciate this, and I can't respect this, and I most certainly will not support it. And you know, for those of you that will support it and want to applaud her and encourage her to tell her story, you go right ahead. But I cannot respect anyone that will tell a tale on a dead man that is no longer here to defend his name and his honor in himself. And I think it's so disgusting. I think it's so disgusting. It's just about as disgusting as how I look with my clothes off. That's how disgusting it is, Mai Tai. I mean, am I the only one? Once again, am I the only one that remembers Mai Tai talking shit about Prince, her and her mama? Her and her mama probably looks just like me with my clothes on. And am I the only one on Hollywood Exes when she was trying to sell all of Prince's stuff? And I still want to know how she had the nerve and the authority to sell Prince's stuff when he was still alive. Where did she get the stuff from? I don't understand. And I remember very vaguely, very clearly, how her and her mother was talking about him in such disparaging ways, and how they were just shitting on his name. And he was alive at the time on the show. But now she wants to portray herself as the heartbroken damsel, the heartbroken widow, and this and that. Mai Tai, stop the bullshit. You want a motherfucking check, and you want to cash in at the expense of this dead man and his legacy and his blood, sweat, and tears and his good name, because your ass have not built a name and a legacy for yourself. You bomb ass bitch, in my opinion. You former subpar dancer, you belly dancer. Your belly dancing did not work for you on the level that Prince's talents and his gifts work for him. So now you want to cash in on his works. And I think that is so fucked up. It really is. I mean, you were married to him. If he was feeling the same way about you as you claim you felt about him, and he wanted you to cash in at his expense, don't you think he would have authorized that while he was alive? And he would have given his account concerning you when he was alive and breathing and could talk and tell us his side of the story? I really feel so disrespected as a fan and a supporter of Prince to have these people come out of the woodwork telling their so-called story and telling us their one-sided story. And this man is dead and cannot speak on his own behalf. That is so low down as far as trying to make a dollar goes. You really have to be at the bottom of the fucking barrel and licking and just scraping that motherfucker to do that to a dead person. And this is seemingly the trending thing with a whole lot of regular as well as the common so-called personality, high-profile personality and celebrity is doing nowadays. I guess because times are so hard and dollars are few, so they're just getting it however they can out here in these streets. And I cannot respect Mai Tai for writing this book and you know, basically trying to make $1 off of Prince's name. Shame on you, Mai Tai. Shame on you. And does anybody know where that little girl came from that's on her Instagram page, that little white girl? Or she might be Hispanic. She just looks like she's white. And she's portraying the little girl as her own. Did she adopt that child? What's going on? And, you know, she's been trying to push this little animal sanctuary where she just gives the impression that she's so concerned about the animals and this and that, and she's been struggling, and in my opinion, and trying to sell this and sell that to raise money for the little animal orphanage or whatever she has going on with that. And maybe this is her way of continuously trying to raise funds to finance that thing concerning this animal orphanage or whatever. I don't know. But I think it would be better off if she just went ahead and went to the bank or a payday loan company and got some money that way, rather than trying to make money off of this dead man's name and legacy. And I'm so tired of so many people doing this to Prince. It's so disrespectful. And I'm hearing that his sister and her family, I guess, are trying to do a reality show. More than likely, it will be based around Prince. I mean, they weren't fucking with each other at the time of his death. So I think it's still utterly more disrespectful to try to make money and a name for yourself off of Prince's name. Will you please stop? Will you please stop? It's so hurting. It's so hurtful to his fans. A lot of us that really, really are his fans. I'm not talking about people that just appreciate his music and his style. I'm talking about his real diehard fans like myself. I mean, it's real disrespectful. I know you don't care, but I really, really, really wish you would. I really do. Some lines you just should not cross. And you should respect the dead, even if you didn't respect them in life. Respect the dead. We used to respect our dead, our culture. But now we got a culture of so many awful motherfuckers who just enjoy and they wait on these people to die so they can just shit on their name and exploit their name and their legacy and try to come and rake up the spoil that they left behind. And that's so shameful. And it says a whole lot about the heart of mankind right now in these days and times. But I will not support any of the music that will be coming out of his estate, because he did not authorize it. He did not approve it. If he wanted the music out, he would have put it out way before he died, well before he was murdered, in my opinion. I will always believe and feel that he was murdered. I do not feel like he died on his own. I do not believe the lies concerning he was on drugs and he died from a drug overdose. I will never, ever believe that unless God tells me that himself. I will never believe the lies of liars. And it's a shame that they tried to just muddy his legacy and his name and all the great works that he did and contributed to the music industry. And that just goes to show how they will build you up just to tear you the fuck down. And we've seen it time and time again play out in the music industry and even out here in the streets with ordinary people. So we just have to guard our hearts and guard our time and our talents and just try as best we can to have people who truly, and I know that's really hard to discern a lot of times in these days and times, but we have to surround ourselves with people who truly have our best interests at heart. And there are a lot of people who are greedy for a dollar and they are just lurking around for a victim to exploit at all times because their asses are lazy. They don't have talent that's needed to make the type of money that they want to make. So they hang around the people who do and wait for an opportunity to exploit them. But anyway, I will not support Mai Tai's book. I do not appreciate her publishing this book. I gotta hold this because it feels like it's gonna fall at any time. And I think it's shameful, Mai Tai, for you to write this book and exploit Prince and his good name. Shame on you. Shame on you. Some things you just ought not do, and that's one of them. And if you really cared about Prince, I think you would have said a lot of the things that you said in this book. And since he's died, before he died, and I cannot respect anything that's coming out of your mouth, especially when you shitted on him, you and your mama, when he was alive. Am I the only one, once again, am I the only one that remembers that? And I know everybody is deserving of redemption, but at least she ought to clean her hands, her dirty hands first, before she dares speak and utter anything of Prince's name. Wash your fucking hands, Mai Tai. Wash your hands first, and then write your fucking book and try to make $1 off of Prince's name. I can't respect you for doing this. And I think it's just awful. Awful, awful. And may no good come to you in those regards. Holla at your girl. Peace. Let me know what y'all think about it.